and then anything that follows it makes sense. But E4 Mafia, Drippy Bird, new guy Dylan G coming in hot.
Dude, Dylan's coming in here like the guy that no one knew. Now people know him.
Yeah, people are starting to get to know the guy.
Dude.
So that's huge. So thank you guys. That's huge.
G thing. Yeah, thanks so much. If not for that, then what would happen?
Everything's
wouldn't have a plant.
Everything's yeah, exactly. Everything be dying like that beast behind us.
Yeah.
We have to figure that guy out.
Yeah.
It looks like a friggin' palm tree,
Yeah,
so maybe it needed sun.
It's not the best.
We're gonna find a way to revive him.
Yeah, he has to give us life.
But everything without those guys would be a flop, just like the new Snow White movie. Do you have like tons of confidence in any of the remakes when it comes to Disney?
I love Disney. I love remakes. Snow White has always been a personal favorite of mine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I bet it sucks because someone like you has probably been looking forward to that for a long time.
I've been looking forward to this. I've been beating off about it for many, many years, looking forward to a remake of Snow White. And of course, if you remember watching Snow White as a child, you'll remember living a nightmare that you couldn't wake up from.
Yes. I don't know. I can't even relate why it was so bad, but I know that one in particular.
It's disgusting. I hate Snow White.
It need not be remade.
No, it need never be remade. No. But there were some interesting choices. Whoever was cast for Miss Snow White, she was just sort of I don't know what descent. You could pick a thing out of a hat, but she's famous recently. This was memed into effect here. This is something this is something made for us to talk about, you know, this and that. But she's famous for having back hair.
So Snow White was like Snow something else?
She was Snow something, but I mean, hey, I'm just saying, what else do we need to discuss back hair? Like, what's the problem? But I just love the choices for the casting. And the thing that I remember most about Snow White is there's an infamous homosexual. You may remember him from Game of Thrones. He played Tyrion Lannister. Peter Dinklage is his name.
Oh, yeah.
He's a notorious freak and homosexual.
But he's a little guy.
He's a little guy. Yeah, he is, I guess. I mean, maybe it's a natural deformity. I have no idea. Maybe it was a sort of a crisper situation. Maybe it's like Full Metal Alchemist. They were breeding people with animals or something like that. I have no idea.
Either way, the guy came out little.
The guy came out little, but his presence is big, and I like him personally.
I do too.
But there's something about him because he got involved with the Snow White production, and there were many prominent actor dwarves, or I don't know what they call themselves. Well, I have a few words.
But whatever they call themselves.
Whatever they call themselves, that's what I wish to call them. But they were doing their casting. They were dancing around. They were doing all the shit. But Peter,
why is Peter the dwarf getting involved with 7 dwarfs?
That's a good question. Well, first of all, he's a freak. Well, I mean, hey, I'm a little bit of a freak myself, and it could have been worse if you roll the die just that much worse. But he got involved. He was very interested in the casting. He happened to be masturbating in his trailer and always just hammering his genitals with his hand. His unit with his hand. He was pounding away, fingering his own ass in front of all of his friends and his family. I'm saying he was just into those things. And
so he's going after it inside the trailer?
He was going after it in the trailer, and he was in there, and he's done with his stuff, and he said, I'm not cool with these dwarves taking these roles. I'm just not cool with it. Whatever bullshit he said, I have no idea. But whatever he said, it made it happen, so everyone was fired, and they did CGI. I mean, have you ever seen someone do so much for the freak kingdom as he has?
How come... You got to think about it. If you're one of these other 6 dwarves, was he one of them originally? Is that the thing?
Oh, I actually don't remember. That could be some lore.
Either way,
he was always like, rah.
Yeah, 6 or 7 dwarves.
He was like this.
He just cost his community money.
Look what happened to the.
What about the Actors Guild and all the bullshit SAG shit?
Yeah.
He just actually just.
It just all of a sudden, everyone they said, you know what, blast yourself. And then it was CGI, freaking, they got Unreal Engine. That's great.
You can't be jacking off inside a trailer on set.
No.
No, well.
CGI won't do that. But Peter, see, I respect him for doing that. I respect him a lot for his work in Game of Thrones, even though it was one of the worst shows in history. But the one thing I remember...
Debatable, though. There was parts
well,
that
season
were
1 was kind of interesting. Season 1 had some merit, but the writer of it is so sexually handsome. Where I just love him so much, and I have so much faith in his standard of beauty and what he would wish to manifest and project and amplify in this world, only considering the way he looks.
It's the idea, like, honestly, the way he looks, though, Charles, you know how many times he's probably been hit on in real life?
You mean women have been jacking him off fast?
I would say insanely fast.
Charles,
But
he did write one of the best lines, one of your favorite lines of all time.
Became the world.
It's the best.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So, I mean, maybe that's even based on